Good morning, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. How is it going? Fine. A warm welcome to meeting number 210 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. I'm Sunil Gupta, your Sergeant at Arms for today. I'm sure you are all as excited as I am.
Is it me who is experiencing issue, or like, is there anyone experiencing the same?
Screen. Let's give him a few seconds to join back.
Who's
Sergeant at Arms. Okay, here we see you again, Sunil. Please proceed. We can see you, but we can't hear you on mute.
Your video should be on, and your audio should be off. You can on your audio when you are called to speak or you need to speak. Regarding the sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmasters International doesn't put any restriction on speaking on these topics, at the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, we humbly request all speakers and role takers to be mindful and respectful and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Please keep in mind, I'm talking controversial views on politics or anything. General views we can express. Our club mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication skills and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With these words, let me now call upon today's presiding officer, DTM Nancy Goel. DTM Nancy Goel is not only beautiful, charming, and intelligent girl, but also a great speaker. She has always an aura of confidence while delivering a speech or evaluating a speech. Even today, I still remember one of her speeches in which she imitated Baba Ramdev by winking, and she is working as senior data analyst. She is a certified image consultant and personal branding coach. She is currently the president of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Please welcome with a huge round of applause today's presiding officer, DTM Nancy Goel. Nancy Goel, over to you.
Thank you so much, our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear fellow Toastmasters, that's our Sergeant at Arms. Can we have a round of applause for our SA today? People in the room, can I see some more energy and excitement for the meeting? And yes, people online. Thank you so much. Well, I welcome you all to the meeting number 210 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Today I'm standing here as presiding officer, probably for the last time. This is my last address as PO, so I wanted it to be a little special and more relevant to the theme. I'll talk about the theme and how it's relevant. Before that, I would like to acknowledge the presence of few guests who have joined our meeting for the very first time. That doesn't count you, no. You are not here for the first time. Oh yes, Mogambo Kushua. I can see that. Let's hear it from our guest who would like to come first and share their introduction. Quick 30-second introduction, who you are, where you are from, and what are you looking for in this meeting.
I'll go ahead with mine then.
Sure, Akhil.
So, first of all, good morning, everyone. So, my name is Akhil. I'm currently pursuing my MBA, almost done with the MBA. And before that, a big thank you to Miss Mita Mishra for inviting me to this meeting. So, I enrolled in this particular club in Toastmasters with Gabbys to make sure that I am able to achieve my personal and professional aspirations through being a proper and a good public speaking individual, and to also hone my communication skills. So that's the basic idea about me.
All right. Thank you so much for joining this meeting. Wish you the best for honing your skills. I would love to invite you during our table topic session where you get to experience public speaking first, impromptu part of it. Let's move on with the next guest. I see Ashish.
Hey, hi. Sorry, my video is having the issues, so I'll be in audio. So I'm Ashish, and I'm part of FMRI EGL Toastmasters Club, being a VP Educations. So I heard about the lots of things about Gabbys Toastmasters Clubs, and I was not getting time to join it. Even I had already interacted with Sourav. I think Sourav had given a couple of sessions also for the FMRI EGL Club. And looking for my personal and professional journey as well. Being a lead engineer, we have to communicate with the management and juniors as well. So in that space, I'm looking for development, my professional skills and the personal as well. So looking forward for that. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Ashish, for introducing yourself. Welcome to the Gabbys. And I am impressed by the way you have a very clear vision of what you want to achieve being a Toastmaster. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a wonderful time ahead. Next, we have Rahul, Roshni. They both are role takers. They will be introduced later in the meeting. We'll come to you later, Roshni and Rahul. Next, we have Ravikant Kumar. Ravikant, a quick 30-second introduction from your side.
Hey, hello everyone. Good morning. I am Ravikant, and I have around 10 years of experience into product management, and I have joined this Toastmaster Club to improve my overall public speaking skills and also professional speaking. This is my first session, although I was planning to join in person there, but I think I am getting a bit late. I joined online, but I am looking forward to interacting more and start.
No problem. If you couldn't make it offline today, there are many more meetings to come, many more Saturdays where we have hybrid meetings. So we would love to meet you in person probably next week, but I'm glad that you could make it online today. Next, we have Bob.
Hi, thank you. So I'm Bob. I'm from Kathmandu, Nepal. So I just saw the meeting happening and found the theme to be very interesting. So just wanted to check out what it's all about and have fun while doing that.
Lovely. Thank you, Bob, for introducing Toastmaster Bob for introducing yourself. We are all looking forward to the fun in the meeting with this interesting theme. Next, we have, do I see any more guests in the room? Harsimran? Harsimran Singh? Okay. Hi there. I'm having a problem with
Simran is from Chandigarh.
audio.
He's from Chandigarh Toastmasters.
Oh, it's Harsimran from Chandigarh Toastmasters Club. Welcome to the meeting, Harsimran. I also see Sourav Sharma. Well, at once I was wondering, so many guests in the meeting today from different Toastmasters Club. I just happened to remember we have our star TMOD as our Toastmaster of the day. So yes, it's not a surprise. Well, those of you who are not able to introduce yourself, looking forward to your introduction in the chat box. We have one person in the room, Rahul.
Yeah.
A quick introduction, 30 seconds introduction from your side.
Hello everyone. So I've been coming to Gabbys Toastmasters for the past 2 weeks as a guest. I'm a network engineer. I work in Walmart. The reason I want to come to Toastmasters is so I can get back to my public speaking and improve the way I speak. So thank you. And it's been a wonderful experience.
Thank you, Rahul. Welcome yet again to the Gabbys meeting. All right, with this, the guest introduction is over. For the benefit of our guest and Toastmasters, Toastmasters is a place where you learn, unlearn, relearn many concepts, not just related to public speaking, but with regards to your leadership skills as well. And today's theme is very much related to our leadership skills and many more things to come along with the theme. I'll not steal the thunder from the TMOD. Before we move on to the TMOD section, we have got a very interesting role added to the kitty of the role takers that we have in the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, and that's called the Joke Master. We have our in-house joke master, someone who has been taking up this role from last 2 weeks. He's the reason we have started this role after a couple of years, after experimenting and failing back in 2021. Now, let's put your hands together for someone who's going to come forward and tickle our funny bone, someone who is working with Travelopia and who's working so hard on his humor. Please ensure that you at least try to laugh. If you're not laughing from inside, smile or show your teeth so he gets motivated. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal, our joke master for today.
Hello, hi guys. So today I'm going to talk about business. Yes, it's not about the actual business. It's about the show of business. Yes. So many of us have this fond ability of showing off everything what we have. And one of the person who shows off a lot is me. Yes. So I show off a lot to people that I have good humor. But after starting the joke master role, that show off has gone down. Because I'm not getting any response of laughs. Even this was a joke, but still none of you are laughing. So that's how I stopped doing this show off business. But lately I understood that I'm not only the person in this Mother Earth nature who is into this show off business. There was one person in my college whose name was Rahul. Do we have Rahul in the meeting? No, this is not the Rahul. He was my engineering classmate. Oh, we have Rahul, but it's not you. Though you're showing up with something wearing on the head. But that's fine. See, I like the show of people. Yeah. So he had a fond behavior of showing off his wristwatches. So whenever he used to talk with people in hostel, especially with me, I never considered him as friend, but he always considered me as his friend. Yes, that was another show off. So he started showing off with his wristwatches. And I was really shocked because every 1 month, he used to come up with a new watch. And he used to show like this. Hey Karthik, hey Karthik. Hey Karthik, can you see this? Can you see this? Hey Karthik, today the time is so bad, man. Today the time is so bad. Hey Karthik, can you please pick that for me? So this way he used to show off his wristwatches. And one day he said, hey Karthik, today my time is so bad. I'm sweating like pig. It's so hot. I told him, pigs don't wear wristwatches. I mean, I was so offended with his show-off skills. Then later I found out that all the watches he was wearing were the stolen watches. He used to steal all the watches in the hostel. This was true. I'm not exaggerating this, really seriously. And the day when he was caught, I went in front of him and I told, Rahul, your time is really bad, man. So this was one of the show-off. Okay, now next is Dubai. So the biggest city which shows off in all sections is Dubai. So I had been to Dubai last year and I felt that the whole city is built to show off. Complete show off. Yes. And when I went and stood in front of Burj Khalifa, it was another big show off. And I felt that even I should build such kind of mega structure in India and let us call it as Egg Burj Khalifa. Yes. And when people will come to Egg Burj Khalifa, they will not be welcomed with welcome drink. They will be welcomed with roll with Egg Burji. So Egg Burji is a... People are very shocked with this joke, but that's how I show off my jokes. Because even I'm into this show off business. Yes. Yes, and to be honest, in Dubai, they are using Mercedes Benz and Audi for cabs. When I open Uber, I don't see auto there. And me being a Bangalorean, so used to autos, so used to the scoldings of auto drivers, so used to the rudeness of auto drivers, I was missing these auto drivers in Dubai. And what happens in Dubai is, when I opened Uber and asked Uber, can you please book auto? You know what Uber replied? Any guesses? What Uber replied? No guesses. It's simple, guys. It's common sense. Have you ever seen Uber having a voice assistant? No. This is another show off. Okay, so now coming to the next show off business. You know who are the biggest brand ambassadors of show off business? It's the movie stars. Film stars. Yes. Okay, I already got a red signal. It's a show off card. Okay, so movie stars, what actually they do is, they book paparazzis, the one who clicks their pictures, by themselves. And they show off that they are not the one who booked them. So they walk in the airports like this. Hey, no, hey, no, hey. But once the paparazzi goes back, hey, come here. You take a picture of mine. So this is what the show off business of movie stars. And one of the weirdest show offs I saw by one movie star. One, I will not name that movie star, but once she voted. She should have shown like this that she has voted. But you know what she did? Do earth. Do earth. So this was another show off. Yes. Sourav is really shocked by saying. Okay, that's the other show off. Okay, now next coming to the show off business, which is, okay, now let me tell you, I could have just wore this shirt. But inside this shirt, I wore this t-shirt. You know why? Even I'm into this show of business and that's my day because I have already been shown up the red card. Still I had some jokes, but I think as you stop laughing, it's the time I stop. I give back.
You write the jokes on your palm.
Yeah. So now I call back the presiding officer, DTM Nancy Goel, to take back the stage.
Thank you for stopping.
Well, I must say my time is really good. Hope you had a good time laughing or not laughing at his jokes. All right. As I mentioned, I'll come back and tell you how this entire theme and my last few address connected to the way I've dressed up. Well, I have recently watched a movie. I'm not a movie buff, but I've recently watched a movie and the hero of the movie, he dresses up something like this, walks like this, and then he says, did you guess?
Pushpak.
Yes, so I'm the female Pushpa, the female leader. That's my favorite leader that I liked. When you talk about politics, I loved Pushpa. He's someone who says, can you repeat the dialogue for me? Not that one. Okay. The dialogue where he says, flower समझे थे, fire है मैं. But it works so well for me. I relate to it. I rather say, fire समझे थे, flower है मैं. Means you understood me, fire. Flower I am. I love this particular leader because he takes care of everyone. Whether you are a janitor or a senator, he knows how to take care of everyone in the entire village. So that's the kind of leader I look up to. That's the kind of leader I liked. That's the kind of leader probably I would want to be. And that's the kind of leader I thought I would want to be for the entire term as president of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. And that's the kind of leader I got inspired from, not just Pushpa. Before Pushpa, our Toastmaster of the day, my mentor in Toastmasters, within Toastmasters, he has been teaching me all these things, that how you need to understand everyone, whether it's a janitor or a senator, whether it's a member or a distinguished Toastmaster, whether it's anyone you're connecting with, irrespective of their age, caste, creed, and all those things. When you can understand each and every person, it's when you turn up to be a true leader. I'm not there yet, but yes, you would know who I'm talking about once you hear the Toastmaster of the day. Our Toastmaster of the day today is someone who is not just my mentor, who has been who has worked with HP, JCPenney, Target as director for past 20 years. He is now running an edtech company called Practive, which is more into consulting, training, and events. Being a proud business partner of our Toastmaster of the day, I would like to welcome Distinguished Toastmaster, double Distinguished Toastmaster, Sourav Dutta as Toastmaster of the day. Please put your hands together.
Thank you. Thank you. So, first question. Who all here are apolitical? Apolitical, which means that you don't have a political view, you don't have anything to do with politics, you're not interested in politics. You are totally outside of the stream of politics. Okay?
Everyone is political.
Sir, speak for yourself. How many of you are apolitical? No political views at all. Can you raise your hand properly? Anyone? Here in the room, I am seeing Meeta, Rahul, Joan, Sudharma, Abhinav, yeah, Mahavir, Akhil. Okay, congratulations. You are the most political people on earth. Okay, so can we have a round of applause for all those people who are admitting on camera that they are highly political? So why do I say that? Because what does this word apolitical mean? It means I don't have a political view. What does that mean? It means that I am for the status quo. Jo chal raha hai, achha chal raha hai. What's happening is good. We don't need to change anything. If we don't need to change anything, I don't need to have a point of view on that. And that's why apolitical is the biggest political. Now, one thing that Socrates has told us long time back is that humans are by nature political animals. And now if you look at, now this word politic, the theme of the meeting today is politic. If you look at this word politic, it's a German word. And when this entire concept of politics started, the political scientists of that time, they divided politics into two types. They called real politic, which is the politic that happens in our life every day, and the Welt politic. Can anyone tell me what is Welt politic? Without Googling? Welt politic? Okay, so Welt politic is the world politics. Right? So world politics is... Sorry?
It's politics.
Yeah, what is Welt politic? Shravan, you tried to give an answer. I didn't get that answer.
I'm saying it's a politics is multiple tricks. There are different tricks you apply.
Okay, that's I think that's a word play that you're attempting, but not it actually does not come from that. So politic is a German word from which this entire concept of politics. So it's a policy for people, policy making, anything to do with people, where we're making a public policy, where our actions affect more than one person. It's about public policy. That's where the entire politics, but we're not talking about that. So there are two types of politics that was there, real politics and wealth politics. Wealth politics is nothing but world politics, where we are talking about the politics that happens outside our realm. And real politics is what happens in our life. Now, no matter how much we want to stay out of politics, we can't stay out of politics. And that's why I said that, there is nothing like apolitical. Everyone is political. Each of us sitting here have done some amount of politics in our life, whether we like it or we don't like it. So where do we do politics? The most favorite place for us to do politics is, any guesses?
Home.
Exactly, home. Right? The maximum amount of politics that we start are, in fact, like charity begins at home, politics also begins at home. So you start your first politics with your sibling rivalry, with your cousins, with Karthik was talking about show off, right? So showing off your examination grades, and showing off that the job offer that you have got, all of this, manipulations that happens within the family, and every family has that in some parts or other. You don't need to admit it. You all know it. It's there. So the first is home. Then the next that we get introduced to politics is the workplace, right? It could be school. It even happens in school. There is politics in school. People get introduced to politics at a very young age. My daughter, she's in class 3, and she already has, she's already facing a problem in terms of where she wants to sit. She can't sit in the front row because the front 2 rows have been kind of blocked by a set of people who have formed their own coterie and their own this thing. And these are all, remember, these are all 9 and 10-year-old kids, right? They've already formed their own alliance, that this front 2 rows is a part of this alliance. Anyone who's not a part of this alliance has to sit from the 3rd row onwards. So she is getting exposed to politics at the age of 9, right? So this is the second, right? The workplace, the ecosystem that we are talking about. Gathbandhan, as Akib rightly puts, right? The coalition that's happening there. Okay, next, where do we get exposed to politics?
College, union.
College. School, college, office is one part. Next.
Union.
Where?
We have unions in college. Unions.
Right, college. Yeah, that's all a part of college. Lovely. Here comes my friend with the real answer. Relationships. The next set of politics comes in relationships with your partner, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with your husband, with your wife, with your in-laws, right? With the relatives of your in-laws. All of this together comes under one bucket, as Akib mentions, home ministry, right? So that is the other part of politics. After that, where do we get introduced to politics?
Real life.
All this is real. Nothing is virtual. Office is done.
Like the policies and what we have.
These politics are imposed upon us, right? Which is because these politics, I mean, you cannot be out of all relationships. You cannot be out of familial ties. You cannot be outside the workplace. This, you are a part of that by design, by construct, and you're getting exposed to the politics that you don't have a choice. After this comes politics to which we expose ourselves. We willingly, knowingly get into that. Associations, collaborations, memberships, including Toastmasters. Toastmasters is one example where, we say leaders are made. Now, how leaders are made? Leaders can never be made if you don't know politics. Let's be fair. There is no leader in this world who doesn't do politics, including Toastmasters. So there's a hell amount of politics that happens in Toastmasters. In fact, I remember, this is something that our current club road director, of District 92 had said. This was the time when she was fighting for the elections. At that time, she stood for the CGD election before also. So that time she lost, and we were talking, we were very good friends. And she was telling me that TTM Serish Jahan, that there's so much that happens here, and there is no money to be made. It feels like sacred games already. Then what would happen if there was money to be made? I said, then this would be like Mirzapur. Right? So that's what Toastmaster politics can be. Even without any money being made, this one happens. So the bottom line in the first part of the session, where I wanted to introduce and break the myth that politics is something that we don't do or that we can actually be apolitical. There is no one in this world who's apolitical. And so politics as a theme is something that is very relevant to us. So with this, I would now proceed with the meeting. I'll come back to, we have got some interesting videos. I've got some funny videos. I'll also ask you a few things about connected to the videos, and we'll have a lot of interaction in terms of the kind of politics that you have played and you have been exposed to. Though I'm expecting that the table topic master would have some topics around this, so I would not also steal the thunder there. Yes, religion, religious organizations, all of this again, Abhinav, as you rightly mentioned. So religion again is one aspect where we expose ourselves to. This is a choice, right? I mean, whether you want to be, in fact, religion and politics comes together very closely. You know, there is a politics in religion and there is a religion in politics. And when mixed together, it forms a very dangerous combination. I think all across the world, if you see, you know, there is politics about, I was just seeing some posts the other day that why we should not, as Hindus, celebrate Christmas. And then I will see a post saying that why we should not, as Hindus, celebrate Eid. Right. So all of these things, is just complicating the entire affair across the world. And that's what we will talk about in the next part of the meeting, that what we can as political animals, now that we all agree that we are all political animals, how we can play a better part in this, a more conscious part in this entire political game. So let me roll on with this meeting now. So this meeting will be divided in 3 parts. The first part, we will have a prepared speech. Today, we have a very interesting project. And I will talk more about the project in some time. We have got only one speech, but it will be totally worth your time. The second part is impromptu speeches, where we have got not prepared speeches, but impromptu speeches. The guests can also participate in this. You will be invited by a table topic master on a particular topic. You'll be asked to speak. And the third part is the general evaluation. In the general evaluation, we get evaluation on the entire meeting and on specific parts of the meeting. So the speeches will be evaluated. The table topic speeches are also evaluated at the Gabbys, and the general evaluator will give an evaluation of the entire meeting. And the general evaluator for today is someone that you have already met. There has been a very grand introduction that has already been given about her. The introduction that I would give is from the political space. So the general evaluator for today is kind of a reluctant politician. She was dragged into Toastmaster politics by me, and she tried to stay put for some time. As Noor says, we projected her as the goddess of the Gabbys and the princess of Toastmasters, and that worked to a certain extent till the time she lost in the division director election. And then she said, okay, hell with it, I'm not going to be in politics, in Toastmasters at least. She continues to play politics outside of Toastmasters in her other roles, as a sister, as a daughter, as a partner, as a business partner, but not in Toastmasters. So that's our general evaluator for today. Our general evaluator for today is distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel, the president of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club.
Thank you so much, DTM Sourav. Well, it's a lot of introduction going around regarding me. I think we can cut short the intro and keep it to the one that I've given to both of you, to Sunil as well as Sourav. Many aspects are coming out that I wasn't aware of. I'm back as your general evaluator, as your Pushpa Behan. So as your Pushpa Behan, my role today is to ensure that as I'm taking stage, I come back with my team and share feedback about how did we do. Doing good, I think we all want to know. But are we improving? Are we doing something wrong? Is where your Pushpa Behan will support you with. This is going to be a daunting task because observing a meeting from one end to the other end, it's huge. And it's not possible for only one person to observe. That's why I've got a group of people who are going to support me. And any task is not possible without the support of a team. So I have my TAGL team to support me for the same. We'll start with the first role taker in the TAGL team. Our first role taker is timer, Toastmaster Pushpak Mishra. Our timer for today is a chartered accountant with over 6 years of experience in accounting, auditing, taxation, and financial reporting. This is something I don't understand at all. But what I understand that is he's a assistant manager in finance controllership at Levi's. When it comes to fashion, you can always count me in when it comes to these brands like Levi's. This is the only part of your introduction that I could understand. Please put your hands together for someone who's very nice, whose name I've forgotten multiple times, yet he keeps on reminding me that, okay, my name is Pushpak. He's that subtle and that nice. Our timer for today, Toastmaster Pushpak Mishra. You can come here and introduce your role. Oh, you are on camera. Okay, yes. You can sit there and speak.
Thank you, General Evaluator and all Toastmasters. Good morning to all of you. As a timer, I will time the prepared speeches, table topic speeches, and evaluation part. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left by using the green card, yellow card, and red card. Okay, yeah. Let me. Sorry, just no problem.
It's okay. Take your time.
You can use this. Yeah. Green card, yellow card, and red card. Okay, so for table topic speaker, the time limit length should be not more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will use the blue card, and 1.5 minutes I will use the yellow card, and at 2 minutes I will use the red card. Okay, yeah, and for prepared speeches, yeah. For prepared speeches, the length should be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will use the blue card, and at 6 minutes, I will use the yellow card, and at 7 minutes, I will use the red card. And for evaluation purpose, the length should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will use the green card. At 2.5 minutes, I will use the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I will use the red card. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. Our timer for introducing the rule. Am I audible now? Better? Hope so. Okay, that was our real Pushpa. That was Pushpak with Pushpa in his name. Quick check on the speaker part where you mentioned it's 5 to 7 minutes. Our today's speech is going to be for 10 to 15 minutes. So 10 minutes green card, 12.5 minutes yellow card, and 15 minutes red card. Rest everything was on point. Thank you, Toastmaster Pushpak. And please feel free to share 3 to 4 pairs of Levi's with Toastmaster Noor. Today he's not asking for money. Next we have our counter. Our counter for today is Toastmaster Saroj. Saroj is a specialist in business strategy and development with over 10 years of experience. What touched my heart when I met Saroj was her last week's table topic speech where she talked about her vulnerability, where she talked about how she got hope in COVID and came out as a very courageous woman. Keep on inspiring, Toastmaster Saroj. Looking forward to your role as an accountant. Please explain your role.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. This is Saroj Rathod here. I'm going to play the counter role today, and I'm going to make a note of unnecessary sounds and words used by the speakers. The filler words such as an inappropriate interjection, for example, and, well, but, so, the use of the crutch words similar to the basically, actually, this thing, etc. Repetitive words and phrases in the form of I, this means, and unintentional long pause and short pause made by the speaker. And I'm going to present my report at the end of the evaluation session once called by the evaluator. So this is...
That was quite a flawless introduction. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saroj. Looking forward to your report towards the end of the meeting. Next we have is Grammarian, my third supporter for this particular role. Now, Grammarian is someone who will ensure our grammar is correct, but for today, our Grammarian is someone who's a focused and a passionate professional with expertise in banking, leadership, and strategic decision-making. At ANZ, he thrived as a subject matter expert, driving process improvements and contributing to team development through initiatives like Project TNT. That's the most political introduction I have come across so far. Please put your hands together for our Grammarian, Toastmaster Rahul Suban.
A very good morning, all Toastmasters. As the grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuses of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day. And the word of the day is going to be completely in sync to our discussions today on politics. So the word of the day is hegemony. Hegemony. The meaning of the word is dominance, especially over one state or over a group in either a political context or a social context. How you can use this word in a sentence? We could see debates on the news channel about the future of global hegemony as emerging powers continue to challenge the world. So this is how you could use the word hegemony. I would just again repeat the meaning, dominance. I'll put this word in the chat box along with the meaning and the usage. Thank you. Over to the G.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul, for introducing your role as well as introducing the word of the day. I couldn't understand the word exactly. Please put the word in the chat box so we all can read and understand what the word is. Is it hegemony?
Yeah.
Hegemony. Okay. All right. With this, I will move on to the next role taker. That's our listener. Our listener is somebody who's going to ensure that we are listening. Our listener for today is Toastmaster Rishi Rabindranath. Toastmaster Rishi is a lively student from Indonesia, currently pursuing his MBA in Bangalore. A recent US CMA. He enjoys singing, playing instruments, and scuba diving. Well, one must know that as his mentor, I know that he's a very dedicated Toastmaster when it comes to his own learning. He goes over one speech multiple times so that he's ensured and assured that he's going to make an impact while coming up on stage. Please put your hands together for listener Toastmaster Rishi Rabindranath.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Glad to be here. Fellow Toastmasters, I'll be your listener for the day, and I will be listening to every single thing that's being said today. When I said everything, it means everything. So by the end of this meeting, I'll be listing a short questions for each and every one of us to test our listening skills. And over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rishi Rabindranath. With this, the introduction of my team, my TAGL team is over. I'll come back with my TAGL team and an evaluator towards the end of the meeting when called upon by our Toastmaster of the day. With this, your Pushpak is taking her seat and going back to her role. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Okay. So, before we move on to the prepared speech section, I want to break the second myth about politics, and that is that politics is boring. How many of you feel that politics is boring? No one is raising their hands. Online, no. Politics is not boring, is it? Okay, lovely. Okay, so let me now see how interesting politics is deadly. Okay, let's see how interesting politics can be. Politics can be fun as well. So I'm going to play a small video. This is something that I had. Second, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, give me sharing rates and see.
You can share your screen.
Okay, all set. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see the gentleman on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll start.
Yes.
So this is just a very small 1-minute video.
आपके लिए मैं पप्पू हूँ, आपके लिए
if 6 votes opposed.
So can you tell me which parliament scenes you saw just now? The first one is.
It looked like DOTV in District 92.
What is which one is the first parliament scene? I think that is an easy guess.
Indian Parliament.
What was the second one?
British. New Zealand.
The second one was British Parliament. So he was the Speaker of the British House of Commons, and it was, and he had his very unique style of saying order, right? And that's how he used to bring a lot of fun and humor into the House of Commons. Okay, what is the third one?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. What was happening there?
CM scoring down the bill.
The Maoris were opposing the bill, and she was doing the Maori war cry for saying no.
What is that called?
Haka. Maori Haka. She was performing the Maori Haka.
Yeah, so that is what she was doing. That's called Haka. In fact, Haka, I would urge you to also see. There's a very famous Haka act that was done on the ground by a football team, and that is something that is one of the most exciting Hakas that I have seen. They say that that's the best Haka that you see in it was in a football match. So Haka is a way of expression by the Maoris. There's a Maori act, and that's what she used in New Zealand. And what was the last one? Which parliament was that?
Japanese. Taiwan.
Yes, it was Taiwan. It actually came into the news because there was a lot of action, fist fighting, and the politicians actually literally beat each other to, and sent quite a few of them to hospitals. So that actually became a wrestling ring. So our parliaments are really interesting, really exciting, and that's what makes politics so much lively. What's going to come up next is equally exciting, and that is one of the favorite projects that I have in Toastmasters. I think a lot of us love it, particularly at Gabbys, we take it a little bit too far. So that's why I would very clearly mention the project objectives, and I would request everyone to please be very careful about this one. Okay. So the project is managing a difficult audience, the favorite project of the Gabbys. And the purpose of this project is to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when you present outside of the Toastmasters Club. That's why it's my favorite, because it's a real world replication. It's a replication of a real world scenario. So here the member has prepared a 5 to 7 minute speech on a topic of his choosing. He may write a new speech or use a speech that he has already presented before. He will be evaluated by the way he will manage the audience disruptions, not the content of the speech. Before the club meeting, he has already sent the role play assignment resource to the Toastmaster of the day, which is me and the Vice President Education. As he will present the speech, he will respond to the different types of difficult audience members that will disrupt. So he does not know who the audience members who will be disrupting him, but he knows that there are audience members who will be disrupting. So the project includes a role play. So I would urge everyone to please understand that whatever we are doing here today is a role play. So this is not, we say that we provide a positive and supportive learning environment, and you will not exactly see that happening now. So you may be a little puzzled that why are we being like this with this gentleman? It is because that is the objective of the project. So what you're going to see is a role play. There are few people that the Vice President Education has assigned as disruptors, and these people will be disrupting the speaker. So the speaker will have a total of 5 to 7 minutes for the speech he has prepared, but the total time available is 12 to 15 minutes. There's a total time. So timer, please note that the timing for this speech is 12 to 15 minutes. So you may show the green card at 12 minutes, the yellow card at 13 minutes, and the red card at 15 minutes. And there will again be a grace period of 30 seconds on either side. The evaluator for the speaker is Toastmaster Roshni Banerjee. She just came on camera to let me know that he is there. Thank you, Roshni, for confirming. And yes, we don't need the evaluator to read out the project resource in the Gabbys. We spare you that trouble. What we have already read out the project resource. Now let me introduce the speaker. The speaker is Abhishek Kumar. He's already spotlighted along with me. Abhishek is an accomplished data scientist with over 7 years of professional experience. Hailing from Jharkhand, he possesses a deep cultural heritage and a keen interest in the stock market. Abhishek is dedicated to refining his communication and leadership skills through his engagement with Toastmasters, eagerly anticipating the opportunities for growth and development that the club offers. Abhishek is also the Vice President Public Relations elect of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club, all set to take office from 1st of January 2025. Abhishek is pursuing this project from the path Presentation Mastery, Level 4, Project 1. The project name, as I mentioned, is Managing a Difficult Audience. Speech duration 10 to 15 minutes. Speech title, Luck, Labor and Chance. Abhishek Kumar, Luck, Labor and Chance. Luck, Labor and Chance, Abhishek Kumar.
Thank you, DTM Sourav Dutta. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. How many of you follow sports? Cool. So I will walk you through 3 real life sports related event, and your task will be to guess which element is missing in each of these events. And this element can be one among luck, labor or chance. So are you ready? Yeah. So let's me start with the first event. So how many of you have followed the Olympics that has just happened in this year 2024? No one, I can't see any hand. So it looks like everyone has just skipped the Olympics. Oh, okay. In spite of that, let's go. So you must have heard about one tragic event that has happened to Indian female wrestler.
Hey Rahul,
Vijay
do you
Phogat.
like watching cricket or do you like watching Olympics? Which one is your favorite? My favorite is cricket.
I prefer not to watch both. I would rather watch football.
Karthik, I understand that you might be
No, no, I
discussing
must, see, I must tell this. This is the problem, Abhishek, that see, you know, this thing, Karthik gave only 2 options, cricket and football.
Yeah.
And this is where the real problem starts because we are not giving the other options. So he should have said, you know, do you like tennis? Do you like billiards? No,
so I understand that all of you
no,
are
you are not
discussing
understanding. No. Yeah, I don't think you are understanding this at all, Abhishek. See, the problem is that in India, we always, kind of over-index on cricket and politics, cricket and football. Why? And no, why cricket and football? What about hockey?
Kabaddi.
Hockey is a national sport. What about kabaddi?
Yes, so we are discussing about the other event
I just
also.
can't take this. No. This partisanism is not allowed. Absolutely not allowed.
From tomorrow, I'm watching kabaddi.
How can you do this? How can you only talk about cricket and football? Why two options?
No. So today we will be discussing about the
From
wrestling
tomorrow, I'm
event
watching
also.
kabaddi.
No, this is not done. No.
So I request everyone from the audience view to mute yourself, because we are going to discuss about the wrestling event also, not only cricket. Yes, there is the cricket element in the story, but not only cricket. We will also discuss about the
Sourav,
wrestling event.
why should we play sports? Let me know. Why should we play
Very
sports?
good question.
Need to play
Yeah,
sports.
so Sunil,
You
so
can just
Toastmaster Sunil, the Toastmaster Sunil, this is a very good question. Okay,
Yeah.
but
So
then
you should then answer the question. Why should we play sports?
yeah, so we can discuss this after this call, after this meeting, why
There are
we
so
should
many
play
things
sports. What are
to
the
keep ourselves
advantage and
healthy.
disadvantage, and
No,
what kind of
yeah. It is not necessary to play sports or go to playground. There are so many things to keep ourselves healthy and fit.
no.
We should
So
go to
there are
gym
many.
and all.
So
We should
yes,
do
there.
calisthenics,
So this
sports.
speech and this meeting is not for the argument. We can do all this kind of discussion after the meeting. Is it okay, Master Sunil?
No, you are giving a speech, so you should explain ourselves. Why should I go with you?
No, you can follow your instinct. This is my opinion, okay? And I think that a sports is very beneficial for anybody, for everyone, for anybody's health, okay, to sharpen his minds or her minds, all the things. It's my opinion, it's my view. Your view can be different. So you can follow your view. This is my view, and on the discussion on the no, discussion of the advantage or disadvantage of sports, whether we should follow or not, we can discuss this after the meeting. We can have some 10-15 minutes and have a discussion, just like, is it okay?
I need to go and play kabaddi after this. I don't
Yeah.
have time.
Yes, sure.
I think
Sure.
food is everything. What sports and all, we should discuss food, biryani, all of this stuff, which really gives energy.
I completely
Sports
agree with
and, yeah.
Akhil. You know
Yeah.
what nonsense is this? Why do everybody think about sports? Abhishek, even in Olympics, we can talk about the food situation that happened in Olympics 2024. There was so much going on. People didn't get good protein, and that's why I think the French or the English team, they even brought their own chef and they flew their ingredients in. Let's talk about that. Sports, I mean, everybody talks about sports. You should bring some unique and interesting topics, right?
So because
One of the participant ate little extra and she was overweight. She could not qualify. So
Absolutely,
food is
that
something.
100
yes.
grams
So
came because
that's
of
the thing.
food.
So
So
that's
the
the
food is
thing that we
issue.
will discuss about this thing, okay? In this story. And I can see someone is singing. It's a very nice voice, okay? But we can
Thank
see,
you.
we can listen to your song after this call. Is it okay? I can't find who is singing, but it's a very nice voice.
It was mine. It was my voice.
So, okay, good.
I can go to Mumbai now.
Can we now go ahead and then complete the speech? Yes, let's go ahead. Although it was a very nice discussion, there are a lot of questions to discuss after the meeting. So yeah, as we suggested, as we discussed, let's start with the event that's not cricket. Okay, so Vinesh Fogat, you must have heard about this wrestling, about this event. So she participated in 80 kg wrestling event. Sorry, 50 kg wrestling.
You are still not talking. You are still not talking kabaddi. You are still again going to wrestling just because there was a movie on Dangal. That's why. So for sports, we need to make movies, is it? Like,
Yes.
Then you give your speech on movies. No, then why are you giving a speech on sports?
Because I need to find out.
No, this is wrong. This is the politics. This is the politics. You are trying to just make certain sports popular That is the politics. I strongly protest, Madam Presiding Officer. I am strongly protesting.
I'm also joining the protest.
Yes.
Oh,
We
sorry,
will take out a candlelight march.
Anything against Bhushn?
we can do all the protest.
I second the protest.
We can do
I
all the
heard it.
protest, all the things after the speech, after the call. I request everyone. But just let's finish the speech within the timeline, and then we can decide whether in the next speech what should I do, which sports or which topic should I give a speech on. Yeah. Okay. I think is there anyone who is not on mute? I suppose everyone is on mute. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Yeah. So she participated in the wrestling event of 50 kg category, and she reached the final with flying club. And whole India was very happy, expecting gold in very long time. But she had to lose 2 kg as she was overweight, and she had only 2 days to do so. And she did all the hard work that she could do, not eating properly, doing exercise for full 2 days. But then came the unfortunate news. She was disqualified by mere 100 grams of extra weight. So she had done all the hard work. She had the chance to play for Indian Olympics, but she did not have one thing. She missed that thing very much. Can anyone guess what was that thing? Was it luck, labor, or chance?
I would say that is politics.
Okay. Even though that there might be some politics involved, but it was her bad luck that politics was involved there. Okay. She needed a little bit of luck at that time, because the margin, the 100 grams was not much to disqualify. She needed that luck. Now let's go to the next sports related event. How many of you heard about Rohan Gavaskar? Any cricket fans? Sunil Gupta, TM Sunil Gupta.
I have heard about Rohan Gavaskar.
Gavaskar ka beta. Okay, yes. Yeah, he was very lucky to have Gavaskar surname and got many chances to play for India. Even though at that time, Indian cricket batting lineup at international level was packed out. Even after that, he got so many chances. But he is still not known as a great cricketer. He was very lucky to be a son of legendary cricketers such as Sunil Gavaskar, and he got many chances to play for Indian cricket team. But he did not have one thing. What thing did he missed? Is it labor, chance, or luck?
Complan.
Complan, yes. He did not drink Complan good enough that he can improve in his batting skills. So yeah, also he did not work hard to improve his batting skills with time, and eventually he got dropped out and was not very successful. Now next move to the last event. How many of you heard about Amol Majumdar? Amol Majumdar? No, right? Yeah, rightly guessed. But he was a cricketer with immense talent, and very few people know of him. He used to play for Mumbai in Ranji, and he was very lucky to play alongside Sachin Tendulkar. He worked so hard in his batting skills that he used to hold the record of leading run scorer in Ranji Trophy for a very long time.
Pushpak, what is the time taken by the speaker? What is the time taken by the speaker?
12 minutes. Okay. No, it's
No,
fine.
it is not 10 minutes.
Okay. Did you indicate the speaker about the timer cards?
Can Karthik, can you, I request you to mute yourself, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So he represented India in under-19 World Cup as vice captain.
This is also politics. Why did you tell Karthik to mute himself? You're gagging Karthik, right?
Yeah, no.
So
no.
what happened to the freedom of expression?
Yes.
That's a fundamental right.
Of the people, by the people,
Right.
and I'm the people.
Yes,
Of
yes,
people.
there is a right of freedom of expression,
Then
but
why
after this
why are
meeting,
you asking Karthik to mute himself? No, this is not right. Again, I raise protest, Madam Person.
because he is pretty visible
Point of
to
order.
me
No,
in
no, no.
audience view. So that's why I am asking him.
Who is that Robert rule? What?
Huh?
There is some rule.
Rule of
So
yeah,
I
Robert.
request everyone from the audience view, not only from Karthik, to mute yourself because I might cross the time limit. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So people started noticing his talent and labeled him as next Sachin Tendulkar. But he is not known as great cricketer. So he had worked hard. He was very lucky to play alongside Sachin Tendulkar, but he missed one thing. Can anyone guess what thing he missed?
Lollipop.
Yes, yes. Lollipop. I can relate it to lollipop. Means
Anjali
a chance.
Tendulkar.
Yes. At that time, Anjali Tendulkar was not. I don't think she was even born. Okay, I am talking about 1994. Chance,
wife, not daughter.
chance. Yeah, so let me go through. Let me just finish the speech. Yeah, see, he did not get even a single chance to play for Indian cricket team at international level. Just opposite of Rohan Gavaskar. And the reason is that the same batting lineup was great at that time, so he didn't get any single chance. So as you heard all these three stories, each of these person lacked one of these three. A person needs all of these three things to be successful in life. I got to know about this concept when I was in class 9. But for very long time, I did not believe in luck aspect of this concept. But when similar events happened in my life multiple times, I started believing in it. So what was that event, those events? Again, I will walk you through those. So how many of you heard about Jawahar Navodaya School scheme? Jawahar Navodaya School scheme? Yeah. It's a central government run scheme specifically for bright students coming from the villages. And central government takes care of a study from class 6 till class 12. I appeared thrice. I failed every time, even though I was very good at math and science. And after that, I appeared for IITs twice. I failed twice. Even though I used to get very good scores in the test series at that time. Then I appeared for the CAT exam. First time, again, I failed. Second time, I got very good score. I got call from IIMs, IITs, and all the major colleges. But one important thing that CAT checks is the communication skills through multiple rounds, like group discussion, writing ability test, and interview. And I was not very good at in communication. So I did not do very well in any of the exam for any of the colleges. But one miracle happened when I was giving interview for IIT Madras. One of the interviewer allowed me to talk in Hindi. This is like one of the rarest thing that can happen to any MBA aspirants to talk in his or her native language. And see, I got rejected from all colleges except IIT Madras. So this is power of luck. From that time, I started believing in luck. So my dear Toastmasters and guests, most of you might have lacked or missed one of these events, this luck, labor, or chance. But let me tell you one thing. Even though these three things are interlinked, labor is in your control. You should focus on your labor part. You should not, no, you should always work hard, because sooner or later, luck and chance will pave towards your labor, and you will be successful. Because there is a famous saying, fortune favors the brave. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek, and sorry that we were not a very supportive audience today. That was the need of the hour. And someone just moved on spotlight. I don't know who is this. Okay, thank you. Note doesn't look like this. So, yeah. Okay. We will now go on a short break of 5 minutes, and we will be back at 11:15. Okay, we will start. Guys, please come inside. Okay, I just called the people who are outside, who are joining us in person. So I hope people online are also back in the room. Can I see you, some of you on camera, so that I know that I am not speaking to black screens? Yes. Thank you, Saroj. Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you everyone for coming back. We're going to get started with the meeting today. Again, restarted with the session. Now, before we move on to the next section, I would like to ask you, what is that moment, where you became a victim of any kind of a politics? In office, you want to share any of your experience, relationship, anywhere where you became a victim of any kind of politics?
When it's the time comes to promotion, politics happens, and I don't get promotion on time. So every promotion time, I think that there is a politics against me.
Okay. And now, Sunil, when was the time when you did politics with someone?
I have to do, as you mentioned, that I do at office, at home.
Tell us a specific example where you did a politics with someone at office.
Okay. On the same time, when the time is to time for promotion, I went to the boss and said that, sir, this year I should be promoted. He doesn't work with more than me.
Okay. So this is a political instrument which is called lobbying. What Sunil did, that's called lobbying. He went to his boss and lobbied with his boss that I should be promoted. So that is called lobbying. So what are other political instruments that we use? We will try to understand. So anyone else who has done any kind of politics or faced any kind of politics, you know the drill. I'll first ask you what politics you faced, then I'll ask you what you did. Right? So who's going to go next? Ritik.
Yeah, I can talk about an instance which is probably some of us can attest to. So I think in the college days, when it comes to the placement, especially in the MBA one, we know all that how cutthroat the competition is. So I think, I mean, maybe it's not politics, but eventually it comes, right? I think, getting the day 0, day 1 slots and getting the interviews. So yeah, that is the first hand experience probably I had when, you really need to not just rely on a resume and all, but you also need to rely on some other things to have the luck on your side.
Okay, so certain people got ahead in the list, or some certain people got opportunities before others. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. I mean, that happens, right? Yeah.
Right. So what is that called? What is that as a political instrument?
And that's just influence, right? I would say maybe just influence, access to the right network, access to the right people.
Access right? So using networking is another political instrument that people use. You
Maybe
network
not
with
necessarily having a negative connotation, it may have positive, but yeah.
absolutely. Politics is not negative. Politics is not positive. Politics is just natural.
Yeah.
So there is nothing wrong in politics. It is about what we are using politics for. That is what is important. And that applies for everything, you know. We can use humor also to make people laugh, or we can help we use humor also to make people sad. Depends on what we are using humor for. Dark comedy, for instance, actually leaves you more sad than probably any sad stories. So that's some of the political instruments. Other political instruments that we generally use is negotiation is a very important political instrument that we use. We use political instrument. Another political instrument is coalitions or collaborations, where you group with certain people and you try to grab power, because it's always, you know, 5 people have got a stronger voice than 1 person. So these are the various political instruments that each of us use, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly. But again, the bottom line, we are all victims and perpetrators of politics. So don't hate politics. So with this, I'll move on to the next part of the meeting, which is the impromptu speech section. And for this, I have the next the impromptu speech section. The table topic master for today is Toastmaster Arjun Murmu. Arjun, can you please come on camera? Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm here.
Before I introduce Arjun, here's a quick also a quick call out that in the Gabbys we also have a table topics evaluator, which is for today it is Toastmaster Shrilakshmi Hegde. Now introducing our table topic master for today, Toastmaster Arjun Murmu. Arjun is originally from Jharkhand, born and brought up in Kolkata. Did his schooling and computer engineering in West Bengal, worked for 3.5 years in an IT company, and took a break for higher education, which is he did his MBA. It's been 8 years currently working in an American IT company as a business operations manager. He loves listening to different genre of music and plays all kind of sports like cricket, football, and badminton. Over to you, Toastmaster Arjun Murmu, the table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day.
Arjun, one second
Good
before
morning.
you start. Arjun, 1 second before you start. We will limit to 5 topics because we are a little shorter.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the table topics session. So, table topics enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. Table topics help train members to quickly organize and express your thoughts. You can think of the table topic speech as a mini speech with an opening, a body, and a conclusion. This also provides a speaking opportunity for any member who is not on duty in the meeting agenda. Guests may also participate if they wish. Each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Participants are disqualified at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. As today's theme is politics, let's hear some political views from our speaker. Let's see who can start with. Okay, we can see Shravan Kumar. Are you ready to take the topic?
Yes, Toastmaster, a table topics master.
Okay.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you're audible and visible. Okay. Your topic is political leader within you. Political leader within you.
Yeah. Fellow Toastmasters, whenever I introspect myself, am I a politician or am I playing a politics in my day-to-day life? The answer comes is no. Why? Because whenever I go on my path of truth, if we are going in the path of truth, automatically whatever political people around you, they play on their own, but you become just a witnesser. That gives the real fun. You don't have any opinion or you don't have any judgment about a person or particular place, but suddenly the people around you with their emotions, they play a game around themselves, and they think that this person is also a part of that. So in that way, if we look at all the politics, or just a fun game happening around you, if you are walking on path of truth, you can enjoy it. Otherwise, if you attach it to those emotions, you will suffer. So in that way, if we look at uh, all the politics happening around the world, or just a fun game, in that way, I see I'm not there is no a politician in me other than a person who is going along with the what do you call dharma, or truth, or path of truth. If you're walking on path of truth, a real politician will within you, and that will come out, and then he will play his role in his in this world. So that is the only politician within me. Even if you look at all the successful politicians, they played the same thing, I believe. They walked on path of truth, and the rest of the game was automatically played. So that's my take on this topic, and over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thanks for sharing your views. Next, Toastmaster Abhinav would like to take the topic. Your topic is diplomatic relations. Diplomatic relations.
Thank you. I suggest we need to have a shade of diplomacy in us. From meeting a delegate from another country, or meeting an ayah for who's coming to our house for work. Because we don't necessarily have to be rude to anybody, We have to keep a shade of friendliness, yet we need to make a point across, put a point across. Diplomacy is that way of leniency which we can show our positive side, the soft side, and show what we want. Be selfish, but in a very polite way. Politics is about diplomacy. Diplomacy also deals with how we treat people. How we treat another person is how he treats us. There are a very few people who treats everyone nicely. And that is a reality here. Just like Noor said, his in-laws may not treat him, very nicely, but because we need to be father-in-law teaches you real diplomacy. I do agree with it, father and no. We have to be very good to others, but at the same time, we need to keep our point across. We can't just be brash and put our point across, because all we get is ignored after being heard a few times. So we need to develop a system where we can put our point across and just go with the flow. All I have to say is that when you put a point across, am I lingering with the same thing again and again? You might feel, but I'm emphasizing this because I've been in an MUN and I have been the opposite of diplomat. I've been a brash, I've been brash, I've been loud, I've been too obnoxious to a certain degree. But there we delegate with different people. We interact with different people of different ideologies, different countries in the sense. I was a delegate of United Kingdom, and another person, say Timer, is the delegate of USA. So we need to learn how to deal with people. And the alternate timer, Noor, politics clerk, who was Rajinikanth before. Thank you. He's giving me points for speech now.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, next we
have two
have
people. We have two guests in the room, Arjun. The next we will take for those two guests. One is Rahul.
Okay.
And one more.
This is for Toastmaster Rahul. Your topic is navigating office politics. navigating office top politics?
It's interesting that you gave me that topic because this was something which I faced very recently at my office. So let me break down the scenario. All of us are working and we have a view or a pathway where we want to be in our life and in our career. One day, something happens to you, which they break down this entire pathway itself. They're like, this is not what you should do. This is what we're going to give it to you, and you have to accept this. This was a challenge which I faced, and I'm guessing which a lot of people in the room would have faced as well. So, what I did was usually when as politics, even though I'm not much invested in it, this was something which was dragged into. And what I learned in this was we need to keep a calm sense and try to figure out a way. And also, it's very important that we do bridge connections. That's when I learned that bridging connection is very important at a time like this, because not just me, a lot of people were facing this issue. And as politics goes around, the more we are in strength, the more we can have leverage on the leadership. So the one way which I got through this in office politics was we got together a lot of people and we figured a way out of this one. So thank you.
Thank you. In office, we sometimes face these political situations. Okay, let's see.
Next is Ravikant. Ravikant is there in the room.
Okay. Ravikant, your topic is which role or post you would like to pursue if you move into political career?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
Yeah, which role or post you would like to pursue in political career?
Okay, I think this is a really interesting topic. Thanks for giving it opportunity for me to speak. I think everyone of us has been in this situation where either we have been not happy about certain people performing a role in the political situation. And we have been complaining also about things, but the way I see is that when people have given a role, they look at if how they can they should navigate. There are two angles to it. One is responsibility of the role, and then another is also like how they can get some advantage out of it. So it's always important to take with like lighthearted and see how you should be navigating. And if I have to play that role, I would look for something where I can contribute to the society in general for development. Although it's strange that when I think of politics, I am thinking that way, but I haven't done anything till now in my real life. I have taken totally different path as a professional. But when I think of politics, I think that way. And I think this is a thought-provoking topic as well. So thanks for that. I think,
Thanks for sharing your interest. Okay, next, this is the last one. Can we have Rosni? Toastmaster Rosni?
Since Roshni is an evaluator, can we give a chance to someone else? We generally give preference to people who don't have a role.
Okay. So can we have Akif?
Yep.
Okay. So your topic is what changes you would like to see in political system? What changes you would like to see in political system?
What changes would I like to see in political systems? As we have started this meeting with the politics and all the ideas flowing, I think there are a lot of things to be changed. We all know that there are 30, 40 elections happening in different point of time, and people want to consolidate it, happen at one time. And there are a lot of things which we all know is that a lot of money is being spent to win the elections, to really make a point that I want to win, and you spend thousands of crores. These are all known facts, and nobody wants to change it. All the people in power, they want to be in power. So the leaders in the current regime, and I don't want to be extreme while I talk about it, they want to stick with the leadership for a longer run, and hence nobody wants to change it. If you ask me what do I want to change, I think we need to have a very clean system or processes built around which does not need money and which allows leadership to flourish from bottom. I don't need to have thousands of crores of money to really go out and win an election. You'll have some examples. So somebody can come and counter that, hey, this guy was very poor. He came out, he won the elections, but those numbers are pretty rare. The average MPs, the average MLAs that we see in system have a lot of money. What do Akif want to change? Akif wants, if I become a leader, I would want to have a system which allows real leaders to come out in the system, not the people with power, not the people with influence. And I've come across this line which says, right, if you don't get involved in the affairs of government, you will be doomed to live under the rule of fools. I think it's pretty right, but it just the system which is created, which does not allow people with limited money to come and participate. If we eradicate that point, it'll allow everybody who has some intellect and want to have their leadership to flourish and uplift all the society. I think that's what bringing the system and changing everything that we have would be my go-to. Over to you, table topic master.
Thanks for sharing your views. With that, I will hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. May I request the Zoom moderator to please let's remove the spotlights. Okay, I will now want to invite the general evaluator on stage, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel. Over to you, Nancy.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Well, I'm back with my team and my report. Before I talk about my observations or before I call upon my TAGL team, we have two role takers who are yet to share anything regarding their role or what they're going to do in this meeting. So first, let me call upon the evaluator. Evaluator is someone who evaluates a prepared speech. Prepared speeches are the speeches which are conducted as per Toastmasters curriculum. So our evaluator is a designated person who observes what goes well in a speech, what needs to be improved. Our evaluator for today is Toastmaster Roshni Banerjee. Roshni Banerjee is the Asia editor for the economics research team of Australia New Zealand Bank. She joined ANZ a year ago. Okay, so ANZ stands for Australia New Zealand Bank. That's a moment of epiphany for me to know that, okay, this is what it stands for. She joined ANZ a year ago after over a decade in the content and publishing industry as a language expert. She loves pets, plants, painting, pizzas, and new places. She's vocal about neurodiversity and women empowerment. Please put your hands together for the evaluator for our first speaker, Toastmaster Pushpak Mishra, Toastmaster Roshni Banerjee.
I have a query here. My target speaker is Pushpak Mishra or Abhishek?
Oh, sorry, it's Abhishek. My bad.
Thank you so much. Is the target? I have a query for the timer. What was the total time taken at the end when the discussion ended? Can I have the time details?
How much time did it take? 17 minutes and 30.
17 minutes, 31 seconds.
Madam General Evaluator, would you allow that, or is there a disqualification based on that?
There is a disqualification based on the timing. However, we can still proceed with the evaluation.
Got it. Thank you so much. Target speaker Abhishek. First of all, congratulations on completing one of the most difficult speeches, I would say, of my Toastmasters journey too. And I could see that Gabbys does take its role as a difficult audience very seriously. When I first saw that I had been given the role of evaluating a manage a difficult audience speech, my first thought was, how do I evaluate it? Because this is something which is very tricky. So when you're not given the chance to speak properly, to actually put your views across, because there's a hostile audience specifically targeting to make you forget your lines, make you forget your point, interrupting you constantly. There's crosstalk, so much going on. So how do I evaluate that speech? So Abhishek, I'm going to use this strategy to evaluate you. I'm going to judge you based on how you were able to control the audience. I have a 4-year-old. So I'm going to go down that line where I consider my audience as an unruly class of little 4-year-olds who are out there to distract me and disturb me while I try to teach them a difficult concept. So you were trying to tell us a very wonderful topic about luck or hard work or chances. You could not begin your speech because there was so much happening. And even when you're asking questions, sometimes you got an answer, sometimes you did not. Good job on asking those questions. Good job on constantly keeping an even temper and not losing your footing. Good job on continuing your topic and at the end putting across the message very correctly with the correct examples. Good job on also using your personal stories, because sometimes what happens, you have a huge speech of huge big thoughts, but you don't put across your personal stories and the speech does not carry any value. So good job on doing that. This is where I come back to my mode of being an evaluator and telling you how you could have done better. This is the second part of my evaluation. Abhishek, I know you're a wonderful, lovely person because of the smile on your face throughout. I could see that you, in general, are a very nice person who would have a very tough time managing a crowd of 4-year-olds. Okay? And we had a crowd of 30, 40-year-olds who were really unruly and difficult. So I could see your struggle there. I was there with you because I did this project just last month. I completed it, so I could relate to you. What you need to do here is be serious. Yes, smiling is important, but you need to be in control. Right? So I want you to switch to that mode where you are in control of the audience. You will never be in control of that. I want you to be in control of your own demeanor. Okay? Yes, you're friendly. Yes, you're warm. Fantastic. But you also need to be the person, the classroom, the class teacher who with one voice and one snap of her fingers can tell the audience that, hey, listen to me. I have something important to tell you. Okay? How do you do that? Number one, when you are talking, yes, you're asking questions. Yes, you're giving those pauses, but you need to come across as very confident, as somebody who knows what they're talking about, and do not entertain the pauses much unless they add value. You need to be in that control of that class of 4-year-olds. So yes, have that smile, have that positive demeanor, but also be strict about it. Okay, thank you so much for asking the question. We would like to move on now. Or else if somebody is doing cross-track, be very strict and say, not very polite, but strict. Could you please switch off your mic so that we can continue with the session? Or something like that. Be more in control. I know it takes a lot of work. It does not come naturally to a lot of people. Trust me, it did not come naturally to me as well. But you build on it. Okay, because I have moderated sessions where there have been unruly audiences, where there have been college students who are very unruly. So you need to build it, and it comes with practice. You be very strict, be polite but strict. Second thing, when you're talking, do not lose your thread. The moment you have an interruption, pause. If you see that the person realized your anger or realized the expression on your face and stopped, good. If they don't stop, just ask very curtly, could you please pause and hold that thought and park it on the side while we move ahead with the topic? I want you to practice that. That's my next challenge for you. If you again come in a setting where you are supposed to control an audience, have the demeanor of confidence, have the demeanor of being in control of what you're talking about, and that way you'll have a better audience management. Thank you so much. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Roshni Banerjee. A quick question for you, Toastmaster Roshni. I think I heard this in one meeting somewhere. Are you a distinguished Toastmaster?
No, actually not. I joined Toastmasters in September this year. So I've completed my first pathway. So I'm chasing a distinguished Toastmaster journey. I mean, that's on the agenda, but not yet.
All right. I just wanted to assure that whatever I heard, whether that's true or whether I am addressing you right or wrong. That's the only purpose. All right. So, thank you so much for your evaluation for Toastmaster Abhishek. The way you have explained what went well, what could have been better. I echo your thoughts. I understand. I love the way you have put together the entire evaluation by talking about what was the project objective. The project was not about whether you're completing your speech, whether you are delivering the most impactful speech ever, but the project was more about whether you are able to control the audience. And the entire evaluation was regarding that. So I love the way you have ensured that you are sticking to the project objectives and delivering your evaluation. I'll first talk about your evaluation points, what could have been better. In terms of a project which is very long, for 12 to 15 minutes project, it's bound to go where the speaker has already taken 17 minutes. The evaluator is bound to go out of time in explaining the thoughts. However, I felt there was scope in your evaluation where you could have cut down some of the niceties. You could have cut down some of the points where you were over explaining. Telling the same thing with multiple examples. For example, you said that you need to be in control. You need to be in control. You need the audience is unruly. Sharing different examples for the same thing was not so required. One example is more than enough. That's where you have more time instead of pacing so fast in ensuring the how part, which was the more important part. You could have completed the same within time. That's my evaluation for you, Toastmaster Roshni Banerjee. Now, Toastmaster Abhishek, Roshni has already covered most of the points for your speech, the way you have handled the audience. I'll not touch base on that. However, I have one point of recommendation for you. When it comes to a project like this, where you are well prepared in advance that people are going to interrupt and you don't know how bad it can go, ensure that you are picking up a topic which is less controversial. The topics such as sports or politics, where people can interrupt and bring in their own thoughts, and it can get really messy. There were multiple times where I had to stop a few people in the room to speak. I can assure you this can go really bad when a topic like sports, politics, or religion, all these things come up. So take up a topic which is less familiar to the audience. This is a way to save yourself. That's what I learned from my mentor. Moving on with, can we have a round of applause for the speaker evaluator pair here?
And Toastmaster Nancy, I'll take one moment to highlight this. So I did exactly what you mentioned. I chose a topic which nobody knew about for my Manage the Difficult Audience, and that is caregiver inclusion. So I had the kind of interruptions that happened. It was more about people just throwing in comments rather than actually giving their feedback about the different types of things. So yes, your feedback is very to the point.
Thank you for correcting me on that. Probably I missed that one point from your evaluation. Moving on with our next evaluator, which is the person who has evaluated the entire table topic section. We had 5 table topic speakers, and for those 5 table topic speakers, we had table topic evaluator. Table topic evaluator for today's Toastmaster Shrilakshmi Hegde. Toastmaster Shrilakshmi is a certified image consultant and soft skills trainer by profession. Her interest in public speaking and leadership skills made her join Toastmasters. She is one of our charter members. She is with the Gabbys from the past 4 years, 3 months. Please put your hands together for table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi Hegde.
Thank you very much, DTM Nancy. Before you're a table topic speaker, I want to give a small suggestion to TTM. TTM, I have a small suggestion, Arjun. Before you start table topic, please explain about time limits. I felt you missed that section. For minimum, speaker should speak minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes 30 seconds. That I think you should have missed it. That's the one recommendation I have for TTM. Now coming to table topic speaker, Shravan Kumar, political leader within you. Very well answered. I loved your answer. I resonated with you. I connect with you very well. If you are in the right path, there is no need. If you are in the right path, if you are in the path of Dharma, there is no need to follow politics. If you are in the so that's I loved your answer. I know most I can connected with you. I know I can see other people's faces. Most of them who are here can resonate with you. If you are not in the right path, if you listen to some people, we might go out of our way, you might need to do politics. This kind of situation happens. That's the one thing I loved your answer. I can resonate with, because I am also I believed in that. If you're in the right path, there is no need to worry. There is no need to do office. There is no need to do any politics. Now coming to Abhinav, what energy! I loved your energy, great enthusiasm. You are in the table topic. It's an unexpected way. He asked a table topic, answered. TTM asked you a question. You had a great opening. You are a great connected very well with the audience. You had a great body. You had a good eye contact, body language. Everything was great, and it was a good opening. You had a great opening also. Now one thing I felt, your closure. If you had a good closure, it have been more impactful. That's the one thing I recommend. Now coming to speaker, the Toastmaster, navigating office politics. Whenever I felt that you answered, when the TTM was finished the question, you started to speak. Navigate office politics, everyone will overcome it. I felt you should have taken 30 seconds to overcome it, recollect it, we'll get 15 to 30 seconds to think how to answer. Should have taken minimum 15 seconds to think it, how to answer it. Then you should have created, if any experience of yours, share with, create a story of short within 1 to 2 minutes. It have been more impactful. I felt it have been a more better way. And Ravikant, you had a great, and I felt your answer was good. I felt you should have had a little bit energy. You should have utilized body language. As you are in the hybrid meeting, there Sourav, Nancy are there. You can see how they are using their body language. You could have used body language, eye contact while answering your table talk. That's the one thing I felt you should have done it. It had been more impactful. Now coming to Toastmaster Akib, that's the one thing. That's my favorite answer. Even I loved it, because political leader who should be, because if anyone who is not daughter or son, he shouldn't become a politician. That we have experienced that. But anyone who have a real skill, who have a genuine interest in public, serving people, helping people, those kind of people should become leaders. I genuinely firmly believe of that. That's the one thing. It's very important. People should also realize it. Even that if you have just a genuine interest in making serving people, interested in politics also, they should be interested in politics. They should be interested in that field also. They should have genuine interest in serving people. They can be a leader, political leader. These are my table topic evaluation. Hope everyone understand. Hope everyone know where should they improve, where are they good at. What do you, G, Nancy, DTM, sorry.
Thank you so much, table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi. Thank you for evaluating all 5 speakers. It's a daunting role. I have a couple of recommendations for you as table topic evaluator. When we are taking up evaluation as a evaluator as a role, the first thing that we always need to avoid, this is not just for you, but for everyone, avoid the summary trap. When we are talking about the speech, and then we're just talking about the speech, and then we are talking more about the speech. We have already heard the speech. Instead of telling us, okay, you talked about this, you talked about this, you talked about this, I love this, you talked about this, you talked about this. This becomes a summary for us. This is something as an evaluator, all of us should avoid. Instead of that, talk about what was good, what could have been better. And specifically when it comes to table topic evaluation, we have so less time. Stick to rather what can be better. Second point that I felt could have been better in table topic evaluation is to pay attention to who all are guests and who are Toastmasters. For example, one of the TV speakers today was a guest, first time speaker, talking about eye contact, talking about body language, talking about all those aspects that we learn here over so many years. Won't make much sense to someone who's extremely new. So share something meaningful that the person can take back and implement right away. For guests, the evaluation should be more generous, but more meaningful in terms of simpler aspects. And for Toastmasters or experienced people, it's better to share some fine aspects that they can improve. That's when we can talk about eye contact in hybrid meetings and all of that. So these are my 2 main recommendations for you. Lastly, I'll just, it's more like a nitpicking part. The general evaluator is here to evaluate the table topic master. You don't need to waste any time in talking about table topic master. Just stay on, go ahead with table topic evaluations. All right, that's about my recommendation for table topic evaluator. Please put your hands together for our TT, Toastmaster Shrilakshmi Hegde. Next, we will move on with our TAGL team. I'll first like to call upon our timer to share a quick and a crisp report, timing report
Yeah, so Abhishek, Abhinav and Rosni have disqualified because time limit has exceeded. Remaining all one.
Thank you so much for a quick and a crisp report. Next, we have our counter, Toastmaster Saroj Rathod.
Yeah, Nancy, I'm sharing my screen. Hope this is visible.
Yes.
So today, Abhishek Kumar, you have used the filler words 5 times. I understand a lot of interruption happened in your speech that time. So that time you used and little gap also. But after they stop interrupting you, your speech was good. I mean, it was you spoke without using any filler words. Next, Ravikant, he is the guest for us today. So he is the second highest. And these 2 people use filler words more, at least 5 times. And then Sourav, you continue your record. You didn't use any single filler words. So congratulations. This is my report, Nancy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saroj. Are you taking this up role for the first time?
First time.
Yes,
Yeah.
congratulations for performing this role so meticulously and so well. I'm sure DTM Sourav is very, very happy knowing that there are no ahs or ums here. You may stop sharing your screen. We'll move on with the Grammarian, our third role taker, Toastmaster Rahul.
Battery died out.
In the meanwhile, Rahul is joining back. Let's hear it from our listener, Toastmaster Rishi.
Alrighty. It's time to put our listening skills to the test. So my first question is gonna be, what's the name of the Burj Khalifa lookalike that Karthik mentioned?
Egg
Correct. Second question is, which language is the word politic originally from?
German.
German.
From the video we had seen during when DTM Sarah was speaking, which country's parliament was shown on the third scene?
New Zealand.
Correct. How many kg did the disqualified person have?
50.
100 grams. 100 grams. She lost by 100 grams. He's asking about kg qualification.
50.
Let him complete the questions. Let him complete the question first, na?
Never mind, I've given you the answer. We'll carry on then. When did Toastmaster Abhishek started believing in luck?
Okay, here why the problem?
During the IIT Madras interview.
Yes, correct. During the CAT. And based on what Rahul said, what's important to bridge in office politics?
Bridge.
He mentioned something very specific, bridging something. It's bridging connections.
I thought that bridge.
And how did Karthik, who shows off his watch, acquire those watches?
Rahul.
Stealing.
Theft.
Which sport did Toastmaster Abhishek go on about during his speech?
Cricket.
Right, correct. So yeah, those are the questions from me. To conclude, Gabbys, we did really well. You guys are great listeners. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rishi. Your questions were crisp, specific, and something to put our ears to. So kudos to you for bringing up such questions, and thank you Toastmaster Noor for your constant comments. I don't see the grammarian in the room. In the meantime, I'll go ahead with my general evaluator report. Zoom moderator, please stop spotlighting the listener. He's constantly smiling. I'll start with Toastmaster Sunil as our sergeant at arms. Toastmaster Sunil, he started the meeting room well before time. He ensured the roll takers are running. He also ensured that he's infusing that energy in the room, although nobody responded. So when this happened with you, that time, take a pause, let people respond. If they're not responding, ask again. That's how it's gonna be better next time. Other than that, infusing the energy in the room, introducing the PO with a different kind of introduction that she was not expecting, catching her off guard, that was very well done. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Can we have a round of applause for our sergeant dance? Next was presiding officer. That was me. I'll spare my own evaluation for myself. That's a little too much. I'll go on with the Arjun Master. Venugopal. Karthik, I must say today your jokes were a little better than before. Maybe it's because you have written them down on your palm and you have remembered them. However, there was a time when you ensured that you knew what's happening in the room and people are not laughing anymore and you left the stage. That's something I'll commend you for, because understanding your audience is very, very important, and you have shown that understanding. You can be a little more subtle instead of telling that on people's face that, okay, you are not laughing, I'll leave. It's better to be subtle and then leave, but your audience interaction, audience understanding was commendable. Next we had, okay, can we have a round of applause for Next, we had our Toastmaster of the Day. Our Toastmaster of the Day came up with an interesting theme, politic. Although we have heard of this word politics, yet the word politic, the origin, he ensured that we kept that interest as an audience in that word. He ensured there was audience interaction. He ensured everyone is coming up with stories and sharing everything to the theme. He had examples which were not just Indian examples, but global examples, whether it was regarding the parliament or whether it was using a metaphor related to sacred games or Mirzapur, cracking humor. These examples were all global examples, leaving no person in the room with a feeling that, okay, I don't know why am I here. So that's a job very well done, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. I expect no less from you. A round of applause for our Toastmaster of the Day. Table topic master. Do you want to take up the stage and say something, Karthik? Okay. Okay. Next we have our table topic master, that is Toastmaster Arjun Murmu. I want to see what Noor is typing in the meanwhile. He's not going to give you money, Nancy. It's okay. Noor, we are business partners. He's anyway going to give me money, so you don't need to bother about that. Toastmaster Arjun, our table topic master. I really love the topics. People were able to relate to them. People were able to understand what they're going to talk about, and you were not forcing it down their throat that, okay, this is the only thing you are going to talk about. Not giving any direction, but just giving the topic is a very unique, peculiar way of giving out topics, and that's what you have done. Very well done there. I just wanted you to have some more energy as table topic master, so that we could also gel along well with you. We could feel that, okay, you are more in control of your game that you are taking up. That's the only thing. Apart from that, I felt job very well. And kudos to you, Toastmaster Arjun. Can we have a round of applause for table topic master? This I've covered all role takers. Do we have our grammarian in the room?
So you will not be able to join back. He said he'll send the report on chat.
We will have our Grammarian report on chat. He will be sharing this back on back in the chat WhatsApp group. With this, my role as a general evaluator is over. Before I go off the stage, I would want all of you to pat on your back for yet another wonderful meeting. So what I want you to do, just raise your right hand and then a pat. That's a Pushpa style pat on the back. Congratulations, everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel, our general evaluator. And we are in the fag end of the meeting. We are already 4 minutes over time. So I would request the presiding officer to present an extension of 10 minutes. And I would request someone to second it, please.
I second it.
You have to propose it.
Okay. I propose 15 minutes extension to the meeting. Karthik and Toastmaster
Seconded by Toastmaster Meeta Shah and
Third.
Toastmaster Karthik Venugopal. Third by Karthik. Thank you so much. And yes, so we are going to now wrap up this session. And with one very small message I want to give all of you. Don't be scared of politics for two reasons. One, it's unavoidable. Second, you are equally a good politician as the politician that you are impacted with, right? So it's just about which side you are. Don't crib about politics because we all indulge in politics. And we only complain when we are at the receiving end, but we don't even realize when we are giving it out, right? So don't crib about politics. Don't try to avoid politics. Don't hate politics because politics as integral a part of life as life itself. There's a book that I would want to recommend for you. This book was at one point of time banned across the world because it was considered to be extremely dangerous. People said that things will come out in the open. This is not how it should be, right? So it's called The 50 Rules of Power. The 50 Rules of Power by Robert Greene. It's a red color book with a blue line in front. It's an absolutely dangerous book because it's true. Everything that you read, every single rule of power that you will read, you will get stunned that did someone actually peek into my mind and saw that darkness. And that's how scary that book is. So read that book if you want to be good in terms of politics and in terms of dealing with politics. Then that promotion will not evade you. And then, that increment will not evade you. And maybe even the master district roles will not evade you. So with this, I would hand over the stage to our presiding officer. Thank you for this opportunity to host this meeting. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy.
Thank you, DTM Sourav. Once again, can we have a round of applause for all the speakers, all the role takers who have taken up stage today and made this meeting happen? This is the last meeting of this year. And I don't see much energy in the room. Yeah. That's more like it. That's more like it. All right. I'm waiting for everyone to cast their votes on the polls. In the meanwhile, as presiding officer, the new practice that we have started at the Gabbys is 3 woes and 3 vows from the presiding officer. I'll just start with that and then I'll come back to the feedback from our members as well as guests. So I'll start with the woes. All right, those are a lot of them, but I'll stick to only 3. First one for Toastmaster Abhishek, not particularly for you. Your project was manage difficult audience and you had a beautiful smile on your face all throughout, but this is more for the people in the room. I don't think that was actually implemented. The project was executed the way the guidelines are for the project. It's particularly mentioned that one person will not interrupt again, but there were multiple interruptions from multiple role takers multiple times. This is something that we can avoid. Although this was Toastmaster Abhishek who handled it well, but there are people who go back with sad notes, never to come back to Toastmasters yet again. So please be mindful of the guidelines. Don't get carried away in the role that you are assigned or you're not assigned, right? That's one. Second is, I felt that we are not encouraging the Toastmasters who are taking up stage. The energy in the room is very, very low when it comes to clapping for each other. Many of us are very new who come to the stage. Thank you, Toastmaster Noor, for clapping for me. That is the kind of energy we need whenever anyone takes up the stage or leaving the stage. So thank you for showcasing that this is how it should be. Third, the moment meeting started, we had close to 31 members online and rest offline. Right now, I'm not feeling, the data shows it's just 17. We had huge number of dropouts. This is more for the XCOM to understand the dropouts. People dropping in bulk probably is not a very good sign. So this is the third woe. Now I'll come to the vows. The vows was the TMOD role. It was meticulously played today by distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. I've already mentioned the reasons for the same, but that was a wow for me. Second was Toastmaster Abhishek as a speaker. I've already mentioned that you had the smile throughout. You ensured that you are having the courage to stay put on stage despite the bullies in the room all throughout. Kudos to you for that. And third thing, the wow factor. Our guest Ravikant, who joined us online, he was probably got so swayed by the energy of the meeting in the beginning that he decided to come down all the way from Bellandur to Indranagar to be in person. So thank you so much. These are the three woes and vows from presiding officer. Apart from, we will not pay his taxi charges, but we will treat him with chai samosa that you will not get Toastmaster Noor any which ways. Coming to the feedback from the guest, may I request our guests to share their feedback? We'll probably start with people online. Quick feedback round. I see only Noor as a guest. Toastmaster Noor. This is your time to speak up or forever stay silent.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A very good morning to you all. So I thoroughly enjoyed my time. There is my space called the chat box. I thoroughly enjoy my time there. And I really love today the topic itself, the politics. I learned a bit from Sourav, aside from all the jokes and all. Love the speech today. A lot of interruptions, but my man Abhishek really handled it. All right. I think he has quite a lot of takeaways from this so that he becomes a stronger man. And good evaluations, good table topics, thoroughly enjoyed as usual. Back to you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Noor, for your feedback and cheering up our TMOD and speaker. May I hear it from Ravikant, and then we'll come to Rahul. A quick feedback.
So I think I found this session really good. I was more of like, this is my first session, so I was just thinking how it could help me if I go ahead with joining, and that way I felt that the areas I'm looking to improve, the weaknesses I have in the overall goal, like the way I want to speak in public and all. I found that such session could definitely help. I think it was very planned, especially the way structured in different format and which gives, I think, a chance everyone to speak and also listen in different ways. That I found really good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We have already talked about the gist of Toastmasters meetings. It's making our job easier. Rahul? Yeah, better.
Thank you for the meeting, first of all. Thanks for it was a pleasure of being in this meeting. And one of the things which I found today was the topic of politics. I always thought in Toastmasters we very steer clear of it. But it gave me a new perspective that we can handle such topics in a way which is fun, and as long as we don't get very extremist. And it was fun. I was really taken back when the topic was politics. I thought it's just going to be like, just going to skim through it, but it was very much done, and I did enjoy it, and I think I might start looking into politics from today's meeting. And yeah, but overall, as usual, I had a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rahul. All right, that's the feedback from our guests. Now let's hear it from our people. Shall we make it inactive? Okay, if you are about to vote, I'll give you 5 more seconds to cast your votes. All right. Your time to vote for today's meeting is over. We'll go ahead with the best role taker. No, we'll come to best role taker a little later. We had no polls for best speaker and best evaluator. We had only one best speaker and one best evaluator. Both of them got time disqualified. They got time disqualified. So we will not have not just the polls, but also not the best certificates for them. Next, we have best auxiliary role taker. Best auxiliary role taker was played by 3 people. 4th one got dropped off. These 3 were timer, Toastmaster Pushpak, and then our counter, Toastmaster Saroj, and listener, Toastmaster Rishi Rabindranath. The best auxiliary role taker for today's meeting goes to someone who ensured that we were all listening and becoming a better listener, Toastmaster Rishi Rabindranath. Congratulations, Toastmaster Rishi. Next, we have best role taker. It goes without any doubt. Everyone loved the TMOD session. The best role taker goes to our Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Congratulations. Last but not the least, best table topic speaker. Best table topic speaker, we had 4 qualified TT speakers. We had Rahul, Ravikant, Shravan, and Akib. Out of those 4 qualified TT speakers, we have got a tie. It's a tie between 2 speakers. And the best TT tie speaker award goes to Toastmaster, who's our guest, Toastmaster Shravan Kumar. Congratulations. And Toastmaster Akib. Congratulations, Toastmaster Akib and Toastmaster Shravan. With this, I congratulate the winners for today's meeting, and with this, I adjourn meeting number 210 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Thank you. I'll see you on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. People in the room, please stay back for chai samosa.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, Noor.
Sourav, we will have a personal call. Don't worry. I'll wish you that.
Yeah, everyone.
Personal call.
Bromance should be alive, right?
All right. Enjoy your walks. Bye, everyone.
Okay, sharing some books on chat. People might like it.